For decades, we have all been told a very simple story. Eggs are the perfect protein. But what if that story is a myth? What if the true secrets to building strong muscle after 60 are not in your frying pan, but are hidden across the globe in the diets of the world's longest lived and strongest people? Today, we are not just giving you another list of foods. We are launching a global treasure hunt. Welcome back to Healthier Daily, the channel where we give you the simple science-backed truths to live a stronger and more independent life after 60. I'm your host, Dr. Ben Carter, and to be our wise and seasoned explorer on this incredible global journey, we are joined by a physician who has spent his life searching for the deepest truths about human health and vitality. It is our great honor to welcome Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara.
Thank you for having me, Ben. Wisdom is not found in only one place. To find the true and the most powerful secrets to our strength, we must become explorers. We must look to the beautiful blue seas, to the ancient mountains, and to the fertile fields of distant lands. This is so very important. I had a patient, a wonderful man who was doing everything right according to the old story. He was diligently eating his eggs every single morning for his breakfast, but he was still getting weaker. He was suffering from sarcopenia. He felt very frustrated, and he felt betrayed by the common wisdom. His story is what began our great hunt for the real solution.
And that is exactly what our guide is all about today. In this detailed masterclass, Explorer Hinohara is going to take us on a journey across the globe to discover the 5 true treasures of muscle health. Our expedition will first take us to the beautiful Mediterranean Sea. We will then travel to find the ancient wisdom of Asia. After that, we will discover the powerful secrets of our African heritage. From there, we will journey to the New World. And finally, we will make one last very surprising discovery back in Europe. It is a true blessing to have this opportunity to be able to explore the beautiful and the diverse abundance of healing foods that have been placed all over this world for us to discover. If you are ready to join us on this global treasure hunt, and to discover the true secrets to building strong muscle, please type the number 1 in the comments below. As you are starting your Friday, this is the perfect expedition for your weekend. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. It's completely free, and you will not want to miss a single one of these incredible treasures. Okay, Explorer Hinohara, our global treasure hunt begins now. For our patient who was so very frustrated with the simple egg, and for everyone at home who is ready to discover a deeper and a more powerful truth this weekend, where is the first destination on our beautiful expedition map?
Yes, our first destination takes us to the beautiful and the sun-drenched coasts of the Mediterranean Sea. And here we learn that the great secret to a long and a very strong life is very often found not on the land, but in the beautiful and life-giving blue water. Our first great treasure is the strength of the sea, and it is found in the humble but very powerful sardines and mussels.
And this is such a powerful first treasure for our journey. Let's look at the deep science of why these small and humble seafoods are so much more powerful for a senior who is trying to build muscle than a simple egg. First, of course, like the egg, they are a source of a very high quality and a complete protein. But unlike the simple egg, they are also one of the world's richest and most beautiful sources of the powerfully anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids. And this is so very critical because, as we now know from modern science, a chronic and a very low-grade inflammation is one of the primary drivers of muscle loss or sarcopenia in our seniors. So these beautiful foods from the sea are not only providing the essential building blocks for the muscle, but at the very same time, they are also helping to put out the silent fire that is trying to burn the building down. But the treasure that is hidden in these beautiful foods is even deeper than that. As the source text for our video so wisely notes, these beautiful foods are also absolutely packed with vitamin B12, which is so essential for the health of our nerves. And it is what ensures that the construction signals from our brain are able to clearly reach our muscles. And they are also a very rich source of the mineral zinc, which is a critical and very important mineral for supporting our healthy hormone levels. And this includes the testosterone that is so very important for maintaining our precious muscle mass as we get older.
And the source text for our video today tells the beautiful and simple story of Clara, a 69-year-old woman who had always avoided shellfish. But when she began to add a simple and a very delicious mussel stew to her diet just once a week, she was amazed. She noticed that the strength in her hands had returned. She was discovering the beautiful and powerful treasure of the sea.
So our first great treasure is a complete and a very powerful system of protein, of anti-inflammatories, and of nerve and hormone support. It is a truly powerful discovery. Now explore Hinohara. Our great expedition now moves east. What is the next treasure on our map?
Our next stop on our journey takes us to the beautiful and the ancient cultures of Asia. And here we learn a different and a very profound lesson that great and lasting strength can also come from the earth and from the sea in a very gentle and a very beautiful plant-based way. Our second great treasure is the wisdom of Asia, and it is found in the beautiful tofu and the humble nori seaweed.
And this is a treasure that is so often overlooked here in the West. Let's look at the beautiful science of these foods. First, as the source text notes, we have the beautiful tofu. And the tofu is one of the very few plant foods in the world that is a complete protein, which means that it contains all 9 of the essential amino acids that our muscles need to be able to rebuild. But its true and hidden secret for our seniors is in its very rich content of the isoflavones. These are gentle and very beautiful plant-based compounds that can help to support a healthy and a very beautiful hormone balance as we get older. And as we now know, maintaining a healthy hormone balance is one of the absolute keys to fighting off that age-related muscle loss.
And then, of course, we have its beautiful partner from the sea, the nori seaweed. And the nori has its own very special treasures. Recent and very exciting scientific studies, as the source text for our video mentions, have now discovered that the beautiful nori seaweed contains very special bioactive peptides. These are tiny and very intelligent protein fragments that have been shown to be able to enhance our muscle function and to be able to reduce inflammation in the body. And of course, the nori is also a very rich and a very important source of the mineral iodine, which is so essential for the health of our thyroid gland, the master regulator of our body's entire metabolism and our daily energy production. And the source text tells the beautiful story of Walter, a 76-year-old man who swapped some of his fried meats for a simple and a very delicious baked tofu. And he noticed that he had much less joint pain and much more energy for his daily walks. He was learning the gentle and the profound wisdom of Asia.
It is a truly blessed and a very profound thing to be able to discover how all of these different cultures from all around the world have been given their own unique and their own beautiful God, given treasures for their health and for their strength. So our great expedition for muscle health has already uncovered 2 incredible treasures. We have found the strength of the sea in the beautiful Mediterranean with the sardines and the mussels. And we have learned the wisdom of Asia with the beautiful plant-based power of tofu and of nori. These are 2 powerful and very different sources of strength. Now explore Hinohara. Our hunt for the world's best muscle-building foods takes us to the cradle of civilization itself. What ancient secrets of strength are hidden on the beautiful continent of Africa?
Yes, Our next stop on our beautiful journey is the ancient and the beautiful continent of Africa. And here, in this rich land, we discover the great treasures of human endurance. We discover the beautiful and humble foods that have fueled ancient empires and that have created some of the world's greatest and most powerful long-distance runners. Our third great treasure is the African heritage, and it is found in the tiny and mighty teff grain and the humble tiger nut.
And these are two incredible treasures that are almost completely unknown to most people here in America. Let's start with the first one, the tiny teff grain. What makes this ancient grain such a powerful treasure for our muscles?
The teff is a beautiful and a very complete food. The source text for our video today tells the wonderful and very inspiring story of Leonard, an 82-year-old man who simply swapped his daily portion of white rice for a beautiful and warm teff porridge just 3 times a week. And he was amazed. He noticed that his balance had improved and that his legs no longer felt so very heavy when he would get up from his chair.
And his beautiful story is a perfect illustration of the very unique and profound science of teff. First, like some of our other beautiful treasures, it is a complete protein, which means it contains all of the essential amino acids that our muscles need. But its true and hidden secret, as the source text so wisely notes, is its unusually high content of a very special amino acid that is called leucine. Leucine is absolutely critical for our body to be able to produce collagen. And as we now know from our video on the collagen factory, the beautiful and flexible collagen is the scaffolding not only for our skin, but also for all of our important connective tissues, our ligaments, and our tendons. So while other proteins are busy building the muscle itself, the beautiful teff is also helping to build the strong and the very stable attachments for that muscle. It is strengthening the entire and complete system. And on top of all of that, it is also an incredible and a very rich source of iron, which is so essential for our red blood cells to be able to carry oxygen to our muscles. It is a true and an ancient endurance food. So the teff is a complete system strengthener, a truly profound treasure. Now, doctor, what about its beautiful partner from our African heritage? The tiger nut, I know from our research that this one is not actually a nut at all.
That is correct. It is a small and a very beautiful root vegetable, a tiny tuber. And its treasures are very different and very unique from the teff.
They are. The first great treasure of the beautiful tiger nut is its very high content of an amino acid that is called arginine. And the arginine is the primary building block that your body uses to be able to make that magical and powerful molecule, nitric oxide. As we learned in our artery restoration video, the nitric oxide is what helps to open up all of our blood vessels. And this, of course, improves our circulation, and it allows more of that precious and oxygen-rich blood to be able to be delivered to our hungry and our hardworking muscles. And this is what helps to fight fatigue and to build our strength. And the second great treasure of the tiger nut is its very unique type of fiber. The tiger nut is very rich in a special and a very beautiful fiber that is called resistant starch. This is a beautiful prebiotic fiber that directly feeds all of the good and the healthy bacteria that are living in your gut. And as we now know from modern science, a healthy and a very balanced gut is absolutely essential for reducing the systemic inflammation that can accelerate our muscle loss as we get older.
And the source text for our video today tells the beautiful story of Dolores, a 79-year-old woman who swapped her sugary afternoon cookies for a simple and a very satisfying handful of these beautiful tiger nuts. And she noticed that the painful nighttime cramps that she used to get in her calves began to disappear. She was feeding her beautiful gut, and she was improving her circulation at the exact same time.
It is a truly blessed and a wonderful thing to see how all of these ancient and often forgotten foods, these beautiful and precious gifts from the earth, contain such profound and such intelligent medicine for our bodies. And we love sharing this kind of holistic wisdom with our global community. To help us see our global community, please let us know what city, state, or country you are watching from. We love hearing from all of you. So our great expedition has now uncovered the strength of the sea from the Mediterranean, the ancient wisdom of Asia, and the powerful endurance-building heritage of Africa. It has been an incredible and a very eye-opening journey so far. Now Explorer Hinohara, our great treasure hunt takes us across the great ocean. What powerful and unique muscle-building secrets do we discover in the New World?
Yes, our next stop on our beautiful journey takes us to the ancient Americas, to the beautiful and pristine lakes that were so treasured by the ancient Aztec Empire. And here in this beautiful place we discover a very different kind of strength, a microscopic but a very powerful treasure. Our fourth great treasure is the Aztec power, and it is found in the beautiful blue-green algae spirulina and its humble and very important partner from the earth, the chickpea.
And the spirulina is a treasure that is so incredibly powerful and so nutrient-dense. Let's look at the beautiful science of this. Ounce for ounce is the source text for our video. So wisely notes the beautiful spirulina is one of the most protein-dense foods on the entire planet. It is a true and a very powerful superfood for our muscles. But its greatest and most unique treasure is its beautiful and very powerful antioxidant, a beautiful blue-green compound that is called phycocyanin. And recent and very exciting scientific studies have now shown that this beautiful compound is not only a very powerful anti-inflammatory, but it also helps to improve your body's own natural oxygen delivery to your muscles. And this is what allows them to be able to work longer and harder without becoming so fatigued.
And the source text for our video today tells the beautiful and very inspiring story of Evelyn, a 70-year-old woman who simply swapped her simple white bread sandwiches that she would have for lunch for a beautiful and a very delicious chickpea salad. And she was amazed. She noticed that her afternoon fatigue had completely disappeared.
And that is because the chickpeas are the perfect and the most intelligent partner for the beautiful spirulina. The spirulina provides the powerful protein and the wonderful oxygen boost for the muscles. And the beautiful chickpeas provide the wonderful and the very important complex carbohydrates. This is the slow and the very steady burning fuel that your muscles need to be able to use all of that extra and beautiful oxygen. It is a perfect and a very powerful partnership of power and of fuel. So the Aztec power is a beautiful and a very intelligent combination of protein and of fuel. It is a brilliant treasure. Now, Doctor, our global hunt has taken us all around the world. Where is our fifth and our final destination on this beautiful journey?
For our final and most important treasure, we return to Europe. And we find our treasure not in an exotic or an ancient and forgotten food, but in a very simple and a very humble staple that has been overlooked for far too long. Our final and most beautiful treasure is the overnight healer, and it is the simple and the very humble cottage cheese.
And this is such a profound and an incredibly important treasure to end our journey on. Let's look at the beautiful science of why this simple and humble food is so uniquely powerful for our seniors who are trying to fight sarcopenia. The vast majority of the beautiful protein that is in cottage cheese is a very special and a slow digesting protein that is called casein. When you eat other types of proteins like the protein that is in an egg or in a whey protein shake, your body digests them very, very quickly. You get a rapid and a very powerful flood of amino acids into your system, and then it is over. But the beautiful casein is different. It forms a gentle gel in your stomach, and it releases its precious amino acids very, very slowly over a period of many, many hours. This makes it the absolute perfect and most intelligent food to be able to have as a simple evening snack. It is literally spoon-feeding your beautiful muscles a slow and a very steady stream of the beautiful rebuilding amino acids all throughout the night, which is when your body's night shift repair crew is doing its most important and most profound work. No other food on our entire treasure map today does this in the same beautiful and intelligent way.
And the source text tells the beautiful story of Helen, a 72-year-old woman who used to wake up with very stiff and very sore legs every single morning. And when she began to have a simple and a very beautiful bowl of cottage cheese at night, her morning stiffness began to disappear. She was finally fueling her body's own natural overnight repair cycle. And for our main patient, the man who was so very frustrated with his daily eggs, this was the final and the most beautiful discovery of all. He learned that the entire world was full of these powerful and beautiful muscle-building treasures. He began to create a global plate for himself. He would have the beautiful sardines one day, the teff porridge the next day, and always he would have his beautiful and creamy cottage cheese before he went to bed. By hiring this beautiful and this very diverse team of helpers from all around the world, his strength finally and truly began to return to him. He had discovered that the true answer was not in one single perfect food, but in the combined and the beautiful wisdom of many.
It is a truly blessed and a very wonderful thing, Doctor, to be able to understand that the path to our own healing is not a narrow and a restrictive one, but it is a broad and a very beautiful path that is filled with all of the diverse and the very abundant gifts that have been given to us from all of the corners of the world. Doctor, what an incredible and a very eye-opening global expedition that was. You have taken the frightening and very serious problem of sarcopenia, and you have shown us that the powerful solutions are all around us in every corner of the world. Your global treasure hunt is a powerful and a very new way for us to think about fighting age-related muscle loss and supporting our senior health. By exploring these 5 beautiful treasures, the strength of the sea, the wisdom of Asia, the African heritage, the Aztec power, and the European staple, our viewers can now stop feeling trapped by the old and the incomplete myth of the simple egg. They can now start to build a truly diverse and a much more powerful diet to be able to fight their sarcopenia. This important knowledge is a true cornerstone of a proactive senior health strategy, and it is a real and a very hopeful path away from the dangers of chronic muscle loss. Now, for our viewers at home who are watching on this beautiful Friday morning and are inspired to become explorers of their own health, what is the Explorer's Action Plan? What is the simple and the very actionable plan that they can start this weekend?
Yes, the master plan for a new explorer is a very simple and a very beautiful one, and it begins with a new and a very clear sense of adventure for your new week. You must not try to do everything all at once. That is the path to failure. Instead, you will begin with 3 simple and very joyful steps. Your first and most important job as a new explorer is to audit your own kitchen. You will simply and gently look in your pantry and in your refrigerator. How many of our beautiful treasures are already in your home, and how many are missing? You are simply, and with great curiosity, mapping your current world. Your second job for this new week is to choose one new treasure to discover. You will not try to visit all 5 continents at once. You will simply choose one new treasure from our list to discover. Perhaps it is a treasure that you have never ever tried before. Maybe this is the beautiful week that you will finally try the ancient teff grain or the humble tiger nut. You will go to the grocery store with a new sense of adventure. And your third and final job for this week is to create one simple and new beautiful meal with that one new treasure, just one single time. This is not about changing your entire diet overnight. It is about the beautiful and the very joyful act of discovery. This is how you begin to expand your world and your strength, one beautiful and delicious treasure at a time.
That is a perfect and a very achievable action plan for this weekend, Doctor.
The world is full of all of these beautiful and these very powerful healing treasures, and they are all hiding in plain sight. I encourage you to be curious. You must be a brave and a very joyful explorer in your own kitchen. Your beautiful body is waiting for all of the wonderful and beautiful discoveries that you will make.
That is a beautiful and a very inspiring message to end on, Doctor. Thank you for taking us on this incredible global treasure hunt today. And for all of you who are watching at home, if you found this guide empowering and you are excited to begin your own treasure hunt for health, please give this video a like. It truly helps others who may be feeling stuck or frustrated with their health to be able to find this important and life-changing information. And be sure to share it with a friend or a family member who you know needs to hear this hopeful message. If you have not already, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. It is completely free, and it ensures that you will not miss our next deep dive into your health and your well-being. We would be so honored to have you as a part of our growing community. And for our community discussion today, we would love to know which global treasure from our expedition today are you most excited to discover and add to your own plate this week. Please share your first discovery in the comments below. And finally, it is absolutely essential that you speak with your personal doctor or a registered dietitian before making any significant changes to your diet, especially if you have existing health conditions. Our conversation today is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for the direct medical advice from your own trusted physician. Thank you for being with us. Be well.